Hey everyone, Austin Bach doing another M13 draft. We have the first pack here. Got some decent choices, but nothing super exciting. The land I'm obviously not going to take for the rare. I'm looking at the Knight of Infamy mainly. Other than that, we have a Turn to Slag, Prey Upon, and Switcheroo's cute, but not super good. I mean, they could have just reprinted Mind Control or whatever it is. I'm not sure why they didn't, but I'll just pick up the Knight of Infamy. It's probably the strongest card in here. After that, probably the either Turn to Slag or Prey Upon, depending on what other colors we'd seen in any draft. Archaeomancer is actually an interesting card in a combo with Switcheroo and Unsummon, but not sure if we want to move in on that right now. I think I'm going to take either the Public Execution or the Bloodhunter Bat. I think the Bat is a little bit better, although, you know, just a straight up removal spell for 6 isn't the worst you could ask for in limited. Plus it acts as a like sort of a fog late game, which isn't terrible. I'm actually not sure here. I'm leaning a little bit towards the Bat, as I said. But yeah, I'm not sure. I think just based on mana cost alone, I'm going to take the Bat over the removal spell, and hopefully we'll see some murders or something later on. And this is a pretty easy pack. I think I'm going to take the Servant of Nephrox. If we're in black, it's going to be very nice. Turn 1 or turn 2 Knight into turn 3 Servant is going to be insane, especially if we got like some duty bound deads later on. But yeah, this is not looking bad for the beginnings of a black X deck. What do we have here? We have a Primal Hunt Beast, Tended Knight's okay, Centaur Courser's pretty good. We also have Scroll Thief. Wit's End I'm not going to take. We could go in any different direction right now. I'm leaning towards the Scroll Thief because black-blue is a little more synergy than black-green or black-white. But I'm not sure. Since I have some Exalted, I think I'm going to take the Scroll Thief. It's got a little better synergy. Here we could have taken the Prey Upon if we'd moved into green, but I'm going to take the Mark of the Vampire here. It is a fine card. Gonna try to push us out of death range late game and early game, just beat down for, you know, insane amounts. Go Reckless Brute. I'm not going to take the Force Mage because we passed on some good green. Tended Knight or Blade Tusk Boar, which I think is probably the strongest card in here. Slightly better than Primal Clay if you're in red. And yeah, I think we're going to go there, see where it takes us. Well, I think I will take a Veilborn Ghoul. I mean, it's okay. It's not bad. It's a 4-drop that you're going to be attacking with every turn, so eventually it'll force him to block. So now we've got Liliana Shade, which would be nice, but I really have a soft spot for Tricks of the Trade, and since we've got all this Exalted and Scroll Thief and whatnot, I think I want to take it. And black-blue is not looking terrible right now, and there's not a whole lot here. I guess Harbor Serpent is an okay sideboard card against blue decks. Oh, and we got a Archaeomancer back, which isn't bad. I'm going to hide this Blade Tusk Boar now. So now we'll look for some murders and unsummons, and I do wish I had the Public Execution, but I do like the Bat too, so I think we're in pretty decent shape here. Alright, Vile Rebirth seems not terrible. It's a combat trick late game, but I mean early game it's not going to be that great. I'll take the rare here because why not? Yeah, I mean it stops some recursion effects, but there's not a whole lot that it stops, but I mean I'll consider it. Not sure if I want to main deck it, but certainly an option we can keep in mind. Alright, so second pack so far isn't looking that exciting. Pretty much our choices between Fog Bank and Tormented Soul, and then I guess Sign in Blood right after. I think I'm going to take the Tormented Soul. In M12 it had synergy with Bloodthirst, but now it's got synergy with Exalted, and it's actually going to look to get bigger and bigger as you go along. And since we do have the 2 and 3 drop slots filled for Exalted, I think I do want to take it here over Fog Bank. Some nice white removal, so I'm certainly going to stay out of white in this next couple packs, but I really need to find some removal pretty soon here. Ooh, wow, that's a pretty good pack for us. We've got Duty Bound Dead, Mark of the Vampire, or Tormented Soul, as well as Gem of Becoming if we wanted to splash red. I think I'm going to take the Duty Bound Dead, because again we have so much synergy with Exalted now, we're just going to look to be super aggressive in the early game. So here I think we'll take a Crippling Blight, which removes some creatures, but even if it doesn't, it puts them in a bad position for blocking, basically. So I guess now I'll take a Windrake over Giant Scorpion. Probably a little better. It's got evasion, which is good with all our Exalted, and yeah, we don't have a whole lot of flyers right now. We've got 2. Ooh, so I think I'm going to take a Welkin turn over the Windrake, Scorpion, and Mark of the Vampire, because again we're going to try to be really, really aggressive here, and just stick a bunch of Exalted creatures and Welkin turn it up. So speaking of removal, I'm going to take the Essence Drain pretty easily here over Augur and Essence Scatter. Yeah, pretty easy pick. Solid removal. Don't know if I want Divination. It's not really a Divination deck, but Downpour's okay. Provocateur isn't going to be amazing for us. I'd probably take the Divination normally, but if we're low on removal, I might end up playing Downpour, so see what happens. Alright, so here we have another Scroll Thief or a Giant Scorpion, and then again we have the Gem, but I don't think I want to take it. So yeah, I think this is a pretty decent Scroll Thief deck in general. Got a Tricks of the Trade and all this Exalted. Probably won't play any of these, so I'll steal something. Divine Favor might be annoying. We get another Tormented Soul. Cool. So this is looking pretty good. And I don't have any mountains. Guardian Lions could be annoying, but I think we have ways around it. Don't think I want this though, so I'll just hate that, I suppose. And I guess that's okay. Sure. Not gonna play Index, it's not that good. So yeah, this is looking very good so far. Gonna look to get a few more removal spells, and just look to beat down early on. So we'll be back for the third pack.